Hello, and I'm Espresso Steampunk. Welcome to Remin-ixty 4. Reminiscing. I'm Espresso Steampunk. Welcome to Remin-ixty 4. Yeah, it was really a grab bag. The well, they were like the compete. They weren't competing, but there were three separate worlds, and it was like your NES or your Sega, and at this point your Genesis as well, and then your computer games, and then your arcade games. And it was very strange because sometimes you would get a decent port with bad graphics, or sometimes you would get something that like symbolized the game but was completely like Double Dragon for NES is a great example. That's true. Just poor Double Dragon. Yeah. All was done by Snacky GP. Call GPHQ. What? We might do a bonus episode. What even? Well, I mean, it was cool because there's that the whole Greek mythology theme, and then the kanji. So, you know, if you're a kid, you're like, oh, this is very international. Well, yeah. Activision did a whole bunch of Yeah, Activision did a whole bunch. They did RoboCop, the arcade game, I think, and the C64 again. They did freaking Ghostbusters, right? So they were just all over the licensing. And then they did Dave Mirra's BMXXX. Was that Activision or? What? There is such a button? Oh, it was a claim, I'm sorry, before I slander Activision. I'm trying, actually. I'm already there. 4-1 and then 2. I did plus 4-1, 2-2 international, and all I'm getting is Isaiah 41:22 Bible Gateway. So I need to make it not biblical. Switzerland. So maybe if we can get some donors, we'll do a bonus episode where we call Switzerland. You hit infinite load. Did you insert coins? Well, if you press a button, your cup holder slides out of your computer. Maybe you can stack the coins in that. Just like a 8-year-old would do with a C64. Oh man, I can't remember what game it was, but I remember it was like, oh yeah, just like mash everything around the enter key to skip the cutscene. Yes. Yeah, that's cool. We gotta do X-Men one of these days if we can find a walkthrough. Yeah. And you had to understand what everyone's mutant power was. But Yeah, so what you were referring to is if you mash all the buttons, you could fall through the floor somehow. Oh. Oh no, not at all. Oh, and they were superheroes. Well, one of the things I remember the instruction manual for C60 for X-Men C64, and like if you press the attack button in any direction on the joystick, they do a different attack. And in the manual, they fucking named all the attacks. And that's why I was like, what the hell's a mule kick? That was the first time I ever heard the term mule kick, by the way. So it's like you think you're playing a fighting game. And likewise, here we think we're playing Altered Beast, but we're just looking at the scoreboard. Oh, there we go. Oh, you're doing two-player. Technically. So I can't hear, but was there the vocals? The famous vocals? Oh, Christ. I think you're stuck here if you can't make player 2 move. Whoever dies first. Oh, they both died. Off to a great start. A Samoyed? Samoyed just catches you off guard and kills you. Okay, well, so one of the things about not the C64, whoa, that guy's tough. Are you playing IK Plus? That guy kicked your ass. So one of the things, not in C64, but in Genesis and certainly in the arcade, was it had some voice modulation. And at the beginning, it would be "Was from your grave." Yeah, it was the best they could do. But one of the things you gotta do that forward punch. He's got reach on you. One of the things you can't figure out how. So when you get to the first boss of this level, there's a guy and he says, "Welcome to your doom," and then turns into a boss. And what I've been dying to talk about for like 22 years is that I saw this in an arcade cabinet one time. I don't even know where. It wasn't a bowling alley, but it was like on a rear projection. Like it had a huge screen. Yeah, or maybe it was like projected with an FOV change, but like that's how they justified you paying 25 cents to play basically a Commodore game. Oh, don't let him get it. Don't let him get it. Oh, good. Oh, okay. You're supposed to power up there, but I guess they can't afford that animation. So anyway, I'm watching these two people play it, and there's like a crowd because it's the newest, coolest game. And there's this one loudmouth kid, and he's like, "Man, when you get to the boss here," he says, "Welcome to your grave." And everyone's like, "No." He says, "Welcome to your doom." The guy's like, "No." He says, "Welcome to your grave. Here, I swear, you're almost there. Listen." So we get to the first boss, and the kid goes, "Listen, welcome to your grave. You hear that?" And the kid literally talked over the guy to prove his point. And for 22 years, I was pissed off about that. Until now. Oh, Jesus. I was wondering what was up. This incredibly tan piece of leather. He looks like a Floridian. Uncooked hot dog. I can see that. Man, I gotta say, like, now that I'm getting on what the ducky punch, maybe you have to like hit his head that he's carrying. I don't know, or just kick him in the nuts really hard. He's stopping out of range. Legs are hotdogs.tumblr.com. You've never seen that? Oh shit. I don't know if there's dashes or what, but you could probably just Google legs or hot dogs, and there's a Tumblr, and it's just pictures where you're like, are those legs or hot dogs? It's amazing. You've seen the worst cats, right? Meow meow, pet me on my oily skin. It's a hippopotamus. It's a tiny hippo. I love it. I'm ready for my daily oiling. Oh shit. So yeah. Oh, did you get it? But you did. Yeah, the first Samoyed kicked your ass and ran off. Though it's starting to look like in this version you need to get Altered Beast to fight the boss, because this has been a really long level. In fact, I kind of wonder, what if it was like that in the Genesis and we just never noticed because we always got them? So, I mean, in case anyone's watching this and hasn't heard of Altered Beast, what you do is you kill that Samoyed, I think it's a lion, and he drops a magic orb, and then it powers you up, and the third time you get it, you turn into an Altered Beast, which is different depending on the level. You want to try an easier game? I don't know. For me, it's more like, oh boy, we'd have never figured that out. Or can you duck punch him this time? Oh, soccer kick to the jaw. Yeah. Okay. So now your little gray stone picture is painted green. Not. I wonder if. Yeah. Well, is it like when you die? I hope it doesn't reset if you die. Just to pad this fucking thing. There we go. So yeah, there used to be like a cutaway. Oh, that is a really weird forearm. It's like you have biceps on your forearm. And here's the boss. Do you have to... I don't even know. In Genesis, it would flash when you hit it, so I don't know even... Are you supposed to jump up and hit it? Oh boy, he's kicking your ass. Those invincibility frames do nothing. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's whole? Well, shouldn't you have 2 attacks? There's like, you should have 2 attacks. Doesn't one of them throw fireballs or some shit? You just have 1 attack? Oh Jesus, this is embarrassing. This is so hard to watch. I highly doubt there's a game fax for the C64 version. I can tell you your timing is way off. Way off. Like at hand level. Oh dear. Need I remind anyone who may have just tuned in, this is the level 1 boss. In Genesis version, we probably beat him without even thinking. By the way, are you in the Twitch? Oh, yep. It's just us. Very fitting considering how painful this is to watch. Oh my god. Oh, beast. C64. Okay, I'm gonna watch it on. How the fuck? What the hell? Oh yeah. Huh. Yeah, like why did Zeus have to rise from your grave? Like, couldn't he just get Hercules to do it or some shit? They're the unsung heroes of Greek mythology. They kick Samoyeds in the face. All right. Welcome to Loading Sim 2015. Uh-oh. Oh. So I was just watching a video of someone playing this on C64. Apparently you just smash into the thing from ground floor and enough times it goes away. The boss. So yeah, we were making it needlessly complicated, which will probably serve us well in this level. Good lord, whatever that was supposed to be did not transfer. Just a snake's tail. Oh. Yeah, so I don't know if these are supposed to be like legit Greek mythology levels, like maybe now you're in Hades or some shit. Oh. And it sucks because that's just, yeah, it's just making the level longer. Please don't. Float away from me. Float away. Yeah, pretty much. Make sure you use a soccer kick. It helps if you have boots. All right, now you're teal. I think it's a snarl, but he's got like one horn, it looks like, on his left side. It's probably supposed to be like a dainty curl like they had in pulp comics at the time, but that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, Zeus rose them from the future. I don't get why the boss doesn't fight you when you're in human form like a sucker, because that's the way to go. Well, I remember in the Genesis version, you could get to the boss without being the beast. It's difficult. Yeah, I remember just one time I tried to do a whole run of the game not being the beast, and this level in particular. Oh, more like a first generation, what you call it, sequence breaker. But yeah, it was a ball buster. Dick fuck! Back up, strategic retreat. Kick him, yeah! Well, how else are gargoyles supposed to fight? It's not like they have teeth and claws and turn to stone. Which, that was their other, was that their other attack in Genesis? Did they, like, fucking turn to stone or some shit? I need to look this up. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's kind of thrusting. He's really beating his wings. Wow, this is a lot less visceral on this version. Yeah, and yep, and very simply, you fly up in its face and mash the button. Oh my god, that hitbox. Yeah, well, I mean, you really only have one functional attack. What else are you expected to do? Thrust your hips? Keep in mind, it's excessive celebration if you thrust your hips 3 times. Yeah, it's not like it flashes like in the arcade. You don't know what the F you're doing. Yeah, I think the audio cue on Genesis was kind of awful. It was like or some shit. Oh, I don't know. I feel like it's more like now we're just doing Foley. Mismatching Foley competition. What? I haven't heard any of these. Grumps Ego Raptor, Grumps Ego Raptor. Remind me to put that in the tags for YouTube. Oh, Danny Sexbank from Ninja Sex Party? I think that's a winning attitude. Wait, Grumps and... I'm writing the tags down now. Every single the top comment for every video will be like, stop fucking mentioning us. We don't know you. You are pathetic. Okay, you need to start mashing your keyboard. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Oh dear. Oh dear. Hit them in a different order. Oh God. I remember that too, and it didn't make sense back then. And now that I'm a full-grown adult, it still doesn't make sense. Oh, okay. Yeah, like they're doing pel pelvic tilts like in yoga to get you with their butt stingers. Now that is the first creature I recognize. That motherfucker is from Golden Axe. Well, obviously it's a baby. Nice. That's another reason Zeus chose you. Oh, never mind. They're like, we've got two characters that represent our system. Opa Opa and this thing. Yeah. I thought we agreed they were ants. Well, they don't cover you in milk. Everything explodes. It's the C64 game. So you're saying look, you expect me to believe they're cows with udders. That makes no sense. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm not playing around. Super cereal. I do not accept anyone messing with my suspension of disbelief. Oh God, that was dirty too. As the screen is scrolling, someone runs in behind you. Wow, he's even got the same attack animation. That might be the most expensive sprite in the whole game. Oh, great. Well, I remember like the animations were kind of I don't know if I would call them smooth, but like each punch and kick had like wind up frames and stuff, which was kind of new at the time. Oh yeah, you're a bear, you have that weird flip. Yes, like bears do. And you turn to intestines when you die. And I think you could, or maybe it was screwy. If you jump and then attack, you like shoot downwards or something. I remember something about it was a little screwy. Maybe not in this version, of course. Oh yeah, crouch, look at that. Majestic Ursa Major. Oh my God, you turn from a bear into a puppy. It's, oh, hello, is that up in attack or some shit? Does it make that noise? I hope it makes that noise. It would. Oh, well, that's okay. You know, maybe he's not a bear. Maybe he's like that Italian circus when he's actually like a chow puppy that's painted to look like a bear. I should say died to look like a bear. And that's why when you crouch, you look like a fucking chow. Crouch, you'll scare him. That's the problem. See? You just frozen in fear. So, is this doing something? Yeah, and it's like, why would they bother having his sprite move backwards if it... Do you haven't... I don't want to mess with it. We'll just keep doing it till we run out of things to say, and then we'll look for it. Oh, yep, there we go. Fuck this game. Now you have to walk back so the guy can steal your shit. You knew that was coming. Zardoz, maybe? Starring Sean Connery. Now, this is pathetic, but I'm still looking up... I'm looking at GameFAQs to figure out what the secondary attack of the gargoyle from level 2 was. And no one even bothers writing about the beasts. These are the short... It literally just says, like, oh yeah, grab all the power-ups, and here's how you fight the boss. Yeah. Well, I'm looking at LPs. I mean, GameFAQs. I should probably switch to videos soon. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this says Thunder Breath, so it's just some kind of ranged attack. Don't much care about the specs. Well, it's like concussive. I mean, I think perhaps a sonar breath or something, sonic breath might have been one better branding, and oh gosh. Now, if Sonic was in Golden Axe, that would be awesome. Maybe we should just do Golden Axe. Terrible. Just awful. Because one of the neat things about Golden Axe was all the combos that kind of changed based on distance. Holy hell. Well, I mean, we got like 10 minutes. And obviously, yes, ditch it. Dine and ditch, which, by the way, viewers never do that. That's the most uncool thing you can do. It's basically stealing from a hobo who's really talented and is like singing you a song. Yeah, and they have dreams to get out of that situation. Like, believe it or not. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And guess what? They're having a... You think you're having a bad day? Theirs is probably worse because you're not at work right now and they are. Oh man, I'm just so excited about this. First off, I'm sure the dwarf doesn't even exist. I'm guessing. Well, but you'll see it right now. So this is basically skipping to the end of the book. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The same load screen. This can't be good. Oh no. Oh dear. I know. I tend to think you're doing something wrong. Mm. Have you tried checking out the hook while the DJ revolves it? I know. It took him like 20 years to finally get arrested for stealing from Queen. Oh! What? What is this? Pokery sweat. That's like pokery sweat, but they didn't wanna. What the hell is going on? Are these all the characters from the game, like, leaving the arcade? Leaving what I can only assume is the Playboy arcade? Wow, that's the happiest logo. Wow. Oh, wow. That's weird. Branson. I'm saying maybe we can get into guest commentate on their next LP. Yeah, hey, viewers. Our thousands of viewers, make a change.org petition to get, or petition the White House. Colbert. Colbert can replace me. I'll take one for the team. It seems like there isn't. You might be stuck in the end credit shite. We'll be lucky if we can find that one monster. No, never. Press back arrow to use magic. So I hope you never have to run away. Oh, like the enter key or something. Yeah, how often did we misspell load? Come on. I think at some point we stopped doing the comma one, and for only like one game did it turn out to be necessary. Oh, absolutely. I understand, but why don't you explain it to our viewers who might not? In a way, we're very successfully reminiscing because it makes me nice. It makes me feel like when I was 6 now. I'm like, why won't the game load? Yes, I do. His name is Axe Battler. He uses a sword. BTW. Oh no, go ahead. Yeah. Bar maybe? One of the things I'd like to point out is when we were kids, we had no idea an adder was a snake. Also, wow, 42C. Thunderhead. Because he's a Viking dwarf. Now, I have to say, at least, like, it's very progressive in that basically everyone wears no clothes. Yeah. So is this like a teaser for next Remin-ixty 4? Because we're almost out of time. Yeah, so I'm surprised that Thunderhead, Gilius Thunderhead, is in this version, because in some versions, yeah. Yeah, we don't even know how well the magic system is implemented in this. Yeah, because basically, like, it's kind of like a sliding scale where Tyrus Flare has the most magic slots, but she is like the weakest physical attack, I think. And then Axe Battler is like middle of both, and then Gilius is the opposite, where he does the most damage per hit, but he has the fewest magic slots. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, yeah, and when we ever get into the game, the viewers will see what we're talking about, as if they didn't play Golden Axe. When we went to Vegas, we were playing Golden Axe like 4. I almost wonder, like, in Japan, if there's like Golden Axe Sigma Squad or something, like, something we'd never even know about, and it's for like a portable system. Oh, here we go. Yep. Look at him running right at you. Wow, that's a surprising range of attacks. Well, no, but... Well, you're a barbarian, so... So if the viewer will look, the bottom left under stage 1, those 3 squares is your life. Well, that's your hit points, rather. The 5 is your lives, I assume. And under magic, as you pick up magic potions, your bar fills up, and each tier, like, does a better magical effect. Nice. It must have been a pain to program. You couldn't hit them when they were down. But perhaps, yeah. But I remember that there were ways, like, I eventually figured out, like, oh, the best combo is to, like, hit the guy twice, and then when he's kneeling, you hit him one more time, then you... Yeah, when you hit him, he drops magic. Gnomes. Yeah. But it was like, you hit him 3 times, then he kneels, then you hit him once, then you back up, then he gets back up, and you hit him 2 more times, and then he's dead. But that was Genesis, so, whatever. Remember either the enter or the delete or the back key. I can't wait to see what the animation looks like. Kills everyone. Yeah, well, hits everyone, yeah. Yeah, they would just get up and hit you. Then they'd walk up to you and hit you, and each hit would knock you over right away. There's no block button, of course. Try using your magic, because we're gonna have to wrap this up soon anyway. Oh, now you see under magic it says magic 2. So I don't know what the math for that is. I see. So like the first 3 potions don't even count. They're just you earning your spell, or oh, okay. Now one of the things you're not getting from this, but Golden Axe had some really interesting set pieces. And you could like jump on stuff in the background, kind of like take a high road, and like one of the levels was on a turtle, like a giant turtle had a village on his back. Apparently it never has to go underwater to breathe, or rather eat, I should say. It doesn't, turtles don't breathe water. God. This is terrible. Edit. End the video now. Goodbye. Yeah. No, it was just another animation. Bonk him on the head twice, and then kick him. And this actually, like, having seen 2 Conan movies now, it's I wouldn't say it's a callback, but it's faithful to the genre in that way. Like, in the Conan movies, no one dies in 1 hit. Or even if they do, they're still gonna get cut, like, 2 more times. You really are. Green is food for your health, which you have maximum of. Meats, yeah. Nice. No, but it gets the job done.